Singapore, India, USA, UK, Bahrain, Mexico, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Indonesia, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Africa. GTech Group of companies have its subsidiaries, namely GTech Computer Education, GCAS GTech College for Advanced Studies, GSmart Academy, GTech Virtual University. GTech has alumni of around 1.8 million and onboard student strength of about 1100,000. GTech Computer Education, imparting IT education in all the divisions of information technology, software, multimedia, hardware and networking, finance and management, CAT Circle, G English and G Mobile are also incorporated to cater the needs of the students. GCAS, GTech College for Advanced Studies, conduct UG and PG courses with ICT-enabled programs coupled with internationally recognized university programs. GenSmart Academy, highlighting the concept of Power Tomorrow. It is a complete career workshop for students, helping them find their best. Cognitive learning programs, Tactivities, Career Plus Foundation, and advanced programs are all part of its quiver, bringing world-class learning experience to your fingertips. GTech Virtual University, software engineering, IT security, multimedia, accounting and business management, banking, logistics, leadership and soft skill courses, global standardized content, most updated syllabi, ask your expert option, placement assistance and more. Jobs Bank is a CSR initiative along with the objective of global placement. It helps in organizing job fairs, recruitment drives for availing the right jobs for the deserving students, and it truly connects with our motto of making professionals globally. This is completely for public. Alliances of GTech, associating with renowned certification bodies like Microsoft, Adobe, SAP, ACCA, IBM, IAB UK, ICDL, EC Council, IIBI, Interlingue, and Tally. We help our students to stay truly global. GTech continues its eventful voyage by transforming the lives of students through quality education worldwide.
So this was a short intro of GTech. So let me switch to my presentation now. So we are from GTech Vesu. My name is Garvit, and we are from Surat Center in Gujarat. And why did we choose this education sector? Because education is the most powerful thing which can change the world. And GTech, basically, we are global leaders in IT, and we have more than 600 centers globally, and 400 centers are in India. And these are different skills and programs which we offer. So we are an ISO certified company, and we have more than 100,000 admissions per year and alumni of 1.8 million. Our alliances are with Microsoft, EC Council, Tally, Adobe, Coral, IAB, ACCA, and many more. Even we are partnered with University of Dubai for master's program. Our strength is basically we are having experienced professionals from each industry. If we have some query in Python, we have Python experts as well. These are different divisions which we have in GTech. The software courses which we provide, including Master in Software Engineering and graduate courses as well. Then accounting courses, which includes SAP. We are Asia-wide exclusive SAP partner, and we provide SAP courses as well. Then multimedia courses including VFX, 3D Max, and many more. CAD courses includes AutoCAD, Autodesk, Google SketchUp, and others. Hardware courses including ethical hacking, networking, Microsoft MCA, MCTP, cloud computing includes AWS, Azure, etc. Then other master courses which we provide. The other trending courses includes Python, which we are going to see today. International certifications, these are the specimen copies of how the international certification look like. So as I told, we are SAP Academy partner. Just a brief intro of that. This is the Microsoft certification which we get. The other certification programs which we have. ACCA is basically advanced version of Chartered Accountancy from London, UK. QuickBooks is also an accounting software. ICDL is also there, IAB business softwares. Other international certifications, Adobe Dreamweaver, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Premiere Pro, you name it, we have that certification. Autodesk also the same. EC Council, CEH is the most advanced certification as of now. Tally, we are partner with Tally as well. So this is for the kids for 3 to 13 years, our GenSmart Academy. Basically, it's a cognitive learning program to improve the problem solving skills and linguistics for the students. So the student get games every day for 30 minutes and they have to complete the game to assess themselves where they stand. This is basically a report of that. Various awards we got, and this is created by one of the finest IIM Ahmedabad pass outs. So this was in 2017. The activities are basically real-time activities with technology. Robotics, we have that robotics as well now. Looks like I don't have the video. Sorry for that. So other GenSmart consists of EC Council as well, other courses as well. So this is just a brief intro of GenSmart. Graduate college, different courses which we provide. So this is a GVU platform which we will use for Python training. Basically, there are multiple courses which we have in GVU platform. And recently we added the Blockchain Council certification as well. So welcome to GTech family. And I'll hand over my session to Shoaib and he will continue further. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garvit, for the introduction about the GTech University. Now, today we have to learn here, we have to introduce and we have to some more technology, more programming about the Python programming. Okay, myself, Shoaib Rathod. I'm the trainer here and I give the training for Python, DevOps, cloud, ethical hacking, and many more in technologies. So I introduce about the Python language. Okay, first of all, here you can see that the agenda. Okay, so mostly today we covered like about introduction to the Python. Then after that, how we can install and how we can configure the softwares, as well as we just discuss about the concepts also, and how we can operate, how we can apply the codes. Okay, so many things we just learn and we just discussed today. Okay, so I just give you little bit information about the Python first. Okay, so Python is a general purpose interpreted language, object oriented and higher programming language. Okay, it was created by Guvit van Rossum during 1985 to 1990. And I also wanted to let you know about why to learn Python. Why to learn Python? That's very important. We have to understand. Okay. So Python is a higher level interpreted object-oriented scripting language. Okay. Python is designed to be a highly scalable and reliable for the English keywords frequently when we other language use like C, C++, Java, etc. We language we already learn, or many are already learn, or many are beginners here. Okay, so we understand step by step how we can run the program, how we can perform the coding part. So here you can see that. So he's the programmer. Okay, so he developed Python language. Okay, here you can see that the Python is a powerful higher level object oriented programming language. Okay, so yes, why is Python so popular? So here in this slide you can see that. So easy to understand. Okay, and coding method are also very easy, as well as if you don't know about the C programming, C++ or Java programming. So as a beginner level, you can learn this programming language as well. So, okay. And right now is very demand in the market, in the professional peoples as well as the student also. Okay. And Python is a interpreted language. Python's also object-oriented language for the beginners people. This is very useful. Okay. So don't worry about that if you are the beginner or you don't know about the programming, you don't know about the coding part. So don't worry about that. You can easily learn this programming language. That's damn sure. So now here you can see that the features of the Python. Okay. Simple language, easy to understand. Okay. And also this is the free and open source. So from online, you can download the applications for this. This is the totally free. No need to purchase any license for the programming. Okay, for the applications. This is portably. Okay, and also here you can see that extensible and embedded. Okay, and large standard library supportable. Okay, higher level programming language as well as object oriented, and easily you can learn in the different platforms. Why should you learn Python? Because here you can see that Python is a general purpose language. Okay, so wide range applications like web developer, mathematicals, graphical user interface. So many different places and many different technologies are using the Python programming language. Here you can see that many names like NumPy, okay, and also here you can see that Django. This is very popular companies in the market, okay, so they are using the different applications also. So now I just let you know step by step. So first I wanted to explain you about how we can install the application and how we can perform the program. Okay, so here I just open my browser. Okay. And first of all, you have to download this application. Okay. So just visit this website, www.python.org/download. So here you get the application. So you have to download the application if you have a Windows operating system, or if you have a Linux or Unix or Macintosh operating system. So the file is available for the any platform. Okay, so that's good, right? So right now I'm using the Windows platform, so I just download the Windows exe file. So here you can see that Python 3.8.5 exe. Here you can see that 25 MB file. So we have to download this. So once you download this, you have to run this software. Previously, I already installed in my machine. Okay, I just wanted to show you how to download the exe file. So here you can see that. So basically, you have to just double click to this file, and then after that you have to install. Okay, once your installation is done, okay, then after that you have to run the application. Okay, so simply you have to type here Python. Okay, so now here you can see that the Python application is available. So first of all, you have to install, and then here you can see that the Python application is available. Okay. So now here you can see that the interface. So now here you can do the programming part. Before the programming part, few more things I have to explain you from the slides. So here you can see that this is a very simple syntax are available. Okay, a equal to 2, b equal to 3, sum equal to a plus b, and print sum. So whenever you wanted to do something, do some programming part. Okay, so this is a very easy compared to C, C++, and Java language also. Okay, I'll show you, I'll give it to you the difference between a C++ and Python also. Okay, so you can understand, you can realize which programming language is very easy to perform. Okay. So here you can see that development environment. So many different development environment. If you want to implement in the Eclipse, also you can implement in the Notepad++. Okay, and many other applications are available. Okay, in the internet you can just visit the internet and you can type here in the Google. So you got the different applications. Many applications are available for the Python programming. So you have to check with, and this is totally free. All applications are free. Okay, so you can just type Python. I just type Python and Python software. You have to type Python software. So depends on the user, depends on the user requirement. Here you can see that the different Python compiler are available. Okay. So it depends on you. It depends on the programmer. He can decide which compiler is comfortable for him, for her. Okay. So for me, I am just using the official one. So you have to just visit the official website like www.python.org. Okay. And in the download section, you got the Python download exe source. So here you can see that for the Windows, for the Mac operating system, and other many platforms are available. Okay, so it depends which operating system you have it. Okay, so right now I have a Windows operating system, so I just go for this operating system, right? Yes. So here I just open the application for C++. So here you can see that here I written one program, simple program for the hello. I wanted to print the hello word. Okay. So here you can see that I have to apply like a header file. So this is the header file, hash include IOString. Okay, so I have to apply the header file user namespace, and then after that I have to apply integer, and then after that here I have to print hello world. So I have to type like cout, and under the brackets like this I have to print hello world, and I have to close like return 0, and I have to close the bracket also. And then after that I just run the program. So here you can see that 8 lines, 8 or 7 lines I have to type for the only and only hello world. Okay, so I just compile this program and check the output. See, I got the output hello world. But this is, we just check about C++. Now we just check about am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So now I just run one program to the Python IDE. So here you can see that I just open the application, and simple I have to type hello world program. So this is very simple to perform. So I have to type like print under the bracket hello world, and the bracket is over. That's it. So you can see that this is very simple to run. Here you can see the comparison. So basically in the C++, we have to apply the header file. We have to extend many more things into the compiler. Okay, so header files we have to apply, and many more line we have to apply. After that, we got the result like the hello world. But in the Python programming language, this is very simple. You have to just type a print, and under the bracket, you just type anything. Like if you wanted to type any formulas, also you can do it like that. I just wanted to do the arithmetic operator. Okay, so I just type 2 plus 2. Okay, so I got the result like 4. 3 minus 2. I got the result. But in the C programming language, C++ programming language, here you can see that I just do the arithmetical operators. A little bit I explain you about the arithmetical operators, and different operators are there. Okay, so I just come back to the slides and I'll let you know the different operators are there. Okay, so math commons are there also, like ABS value, cos value, floor, log, log10. Okay, this is all about the mathematical terms. Okay, also here you can see that if you wanted to apply the variables, so here you can see the example for the variables also. Okay, basic data type like string, if you wanted to apply the string, so here you can see that the simple example we have to apply the string like that. And also sometimes we have to apply some comments. Okay, so hash sign you have to use, like in this program I have to apply something in the program, so we can apply the hash sign also. I have one program, so I'll show you that. I already written one program. So here you can see that. So whenever you wanted to apply some comments, okay, so first you have to apply the hash sign, and then after that you can apply anything. This is for understanding. Okay, so some other developer or some other user, he or she can understand what exactly you written in the program. Okay, that's why we are just applying the hash sign. Okay. So this is also one simple example for the arithmetical operator. Okay. I just come to the program also. So here you can see that all over the world, many different companies are using Python programming language like Google, NASA, Raspberry Pi, YouTube, Mozilla Firefox, IBM, Netflix, okay, Dropbox, Facebook, DC World, okay. They all are using the Python language. So you can believe, you can understand Python is very popular, and you people have to learn this language as a beginner level. You can just go for it. So here you can see that if you wanted to apply something like a simple arithmetical operator, or you have to assign something. So here you can see the example. So easy to understand. We can apply the code like this. Okay. So little bit we discuss about the operators here. So first operator is a arithmetical operator. In the arithmetical operator, plus, minus, multiplication, division, module, floor division. Okay. So there is different operators are available in the arithmetical operator. So we can use this operator and we can do the program as a mathematical calculation and all. Okay. That I'll show you here. This is one arithmetical operator. So here you can see that I apply the plus sign here, okay, minus sign here, okay, and here also you can see that the multiplication, division, okay. So I already applied here, and I just give the simple concept. I just wanted to calculate x equal to 15 and y equal to 4, okay. So what is the result I'm getting, okay. So I just written this program. I just let you know. So I just copy here and I'll explain you again. I'll just copy this and I just close this. Then after that, now here I just create one new project. So just right click and open the text format. And here you can type your code, okay. So I already copied, so I just paste it here, okay. And then after that, you have to save this file. So how we can save the file, okay. So simple, you have to click file and then save as, and you have to return the name here like abc.py, because the py is an extension for the Python, okay. Have to return the py, okay. You cannot return text file. You have to compulsory return the py, because this is the extension for the Python, okay. So I just save this file, and then after that I wanted to run this file. So here you can see that. So here you have to open the software, okay. So this is the software, so you can compile your program, okay. So just open this application, and from here you just go to the file, and now you have to select the particular file that you created already, right? So I just open the file that I created. So here you can see that I created like abc.py file. So I just select this file. Then after that, I have to open this file here, and I wanted to check the result. So here you can see that the file, edit, format, and run. So we have to just click here, run module. So you can press F5, or else you can just click here and then run module. So you got the result, okay. So this is the way we can perform the program. This is a very easy way to perform the program, okay. So this is the simple arithmetical operator program we just tried here. And like if you are using the C++ programming or Java programming, so I'll show you that also. So here you can see that example also. So you can understand Python is very easy to run the program and understand the coding part as well as. So in the C++, I written one program, okay, arithmetical operator program I written here, okay. So for that, you have to apply the header files, and then after that, using namespace, you have to apply like this, and under the main, okay, you have to return in the integer a equal to 21, okay, whatever value you can apply that you wanted to calculate for that, okay. And I just written this, and integer c, I just wanted to check the result in the c, okay. And then after that, you have to apply like this, c equal to a plus b. So we got the result for a plus b, and then after that a minus b. So we got the result for a minus b, okay, and so on. After that, I just run the program. So here you can see that the 31 line we have to apply for this program. So I just run the program, and you can check the result, right? So now you can imagine, now you can understand what is the major difference in C++ programming as well as in the Python programming. So people can easily understand what code we have to apply and what logic exactly we have to apply in the programming, right? So that is the way we can perform the program in the Python programming language, as well as here we can see the Dev C++ programming language also. Okay. So if you don't have a knowledge about the C++ or Java or any other languages, but you have a basic knowledge about the syntax and all, so you can learn the Python programming language as a beginner level. Okay, so that is not very difficult. So easily you can understand and easily you can perform the programs. So next here you can see that the assignment operator. Okay, so there is different operators are available in the all languages. Okay, so here you can see that the assignment operator is like minus, equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to. Okay, and then after that, here you can see that also different operators, logical operators are there also, and or not. Okay, and also the description is also available for this operator. So we can perform this operator in the Python programming language. So previously, if you run the C, C++, Java, so we have to learn the operators, because this is the base part. Base part is a very important part. If you don't know about the operators basic concepts, so you cannot perform the arithmetical operator, as well as you cannot perform the many other operators like logical operator and assignment operator also. So this is the introduction about the Python, and here I also wanted to show you something about just wait a minute. I wanted to show you about the syllabus that we are delivering here in the GTech University. So this is the syllabus are available here. So duration is like 2 months, 72 hours are available. Okay, and here you can see that the objectives, career pathway. Okay, so if you wanted to make your career in the Python programming, so you can select this course, as well as here you can see that if you wanted to make your career in the development side or the software development side, as well as also you can apply for the junior programmer, okay, IT recruiter, so you can apply for it. Okay, and basic requirements like hardware and software. Okay, so like Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 10, and also you required, like in your machine, 1 GB at least you required. Okay, RAM, and recommended is like 4 to 8 GB. and minimum disk space is like 160 GB you require. Okay, and if you have a good configuration, so you just go for the 1 TB also. So about the course part, we are delivering about the introduction about the Python, as well as file sequencing, modules, OOPS concept, okay, CGI, okay, web development, web hosting, web scripting in Python programming, okay. So this all are modules available, we have it, okay. And we just go the hands-on practice also. Here I wanted to show you that one more thing, so you can comfortable very good. In this pandemic situation we are facing, we cannot come in the classes, right? So we have a platform for that also, and that part I wanted to show you, so you can learn at your place easily and very comfortably. So just wait a minute, I'll show you that part also. So this is the platform. Here you can see that. So we have an online virtual training platform like this. So student and faculties, we can conversation like online, and everything we just go through the online like this. Okay, we can share the PPTs, we can give the live demonstration and everything. And students, if students have any issue, if students have any problem, any question, so they can also share with us, they can discuss with us live. Okay, so that's really best part we are providing here. Okay, so you can feel the very comfortable, right? So now I just wanted to give you about our addresses and about the contact details. Okay, so I just give you the contact details, so you can contact on this numbers. Okay, so just wait a minute, I give you the contact details to you. You can visit our official website here. We have this official website. Okay, so I just give you the official details as well as number also. So you can visit this website and you can just read about the content. I just send it to everyone. So you can visit this website and you can check out the course and everything. And also I give you the batch start date. So in this official website here, you got the details as well as the duration. So from the next month, we are launching the batch. Okay, so you got the details here. Okay, so 1st September we start the classes for the Python. Okay, so just visit this website, and then after that you got all information. Or else if you have any query about this webinar, as well as if you have anything else, so feel free, just let me know. So I give you some time, so you just take your time and let me know about the query. And if you have any question, so just you can ask me anything about the Python programming language. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your time. Okay, about the class, about the Python programming. Okay, once again, appreciate to everyone. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions, so just you can type in the chat box, or else you just unmute yourself and just let me know.
Is there any fee?
Yes,
Is there any fee for this Python learning?
I'm not getting your proper voice. Can you repeat again, please?
Fee.
Oh, fee structure and all I'll provide to you. Okay, so you just return your contact details. in the chat box. Okay, so in the official website, fees are there already. So I'll show you that also. Just wait a minute. So here you can see that in the official website, you can check the price also. Okay, and all details are available in the official website. Okay, so fees are like 3,500 plus GST. Okay, this is the price, and you check about the syllabus also, and also the system requirement. Okay, so all information are there in the official website, and I already sent it the link, so you can check there also. Okay. Any other people, if you have any question regarding Python programming language, so feel free, just unmute yourself and let me know.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
I have one doubt in Python.
yes, tell me.
Actually, I am doing. I want to make a automation in such a way that means I will post. Uh,
You
I
can
will
say in the Hindi also if you want.
no. Actually, I want to tell that I want to make a boot or something like that.
Okay.
So that I can share over through boot, and
Okay.
it will send it to my rest of groups
Oh,
in
I see.
Telegram and WhatsApp. So is
Okay.
it possible means to
So you just type your contact details in the chat box. So we are just talk with personally, and then after that, we just give you the more information.
okay?
You can type in the chat box your contact details.
I just shared.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.